Marriage is not a walk in the park, but if you understand what you're going into, if you have a full knowledge of what you're about going into, then you don't have an issue. Okay, so that is exactly what we are going to be talking about in this video. So why not sit back, relax, and enjoy this video with me. Welcome back to the channel. I am Ijoma. I have been married for 8 years with 3 kids. Okay, so I have well enough experience about these things I'm about to say. So these are very important, and we are just going to be going into it immediately. Number one thing you should know is that you are going into marriage with somebody totally different from you, someone you know from nowhere. You guys just started dating, you just started getting to know each other, and within the few space of time that you guys just met, it's not enough to learn the person. Even your parents, your siblings, your friends that you grew up with, you don't know them at all. Like, you don't know them in total. Yes, you don't know them in total. So this person you are going into marriage with is more like a total stranger, but you guys are just trying to get to know yourself. So you should bear in mind that this particular person here is going to display some sort of character, some sort of behavior that you have never seen before. Like, they are going to be unraveling it one after the other, and I'm not talking about just the female here or just the male. This video is going to benefit both male and female, so keep listening. Okay, each day or as time goes by, you begin to learn new things about your partner. So one thing I want you to know or get in mind is that it is not new. Okay, it is not new. You're only getting to know them. You're only getting to know those aspects of them at that time. Okay, it is not a new thing, and if it is something that you are not comfortable with, that they started displaying after marriage, it's best you just sit them down and let them know. Okay, even my own parents that I've been married for years now, sometimes there are some things that my mom will do that my dad will be like, is this not the same woman I married? So trust me, it is going to happen, it's going to come. Just have the wisdom to follow them. You don't know them in total. That is just what I'm trying to say. You don't know your partner in total. The second thing I want you to know is that marriage is not the ultimate thing. Marriage is just a union between a man and a woman. Like, they come together for companionship, for, you as a person or you as an individual know the reason why you want to get married. Okay, so marriage is not the ultimate goal. You should bear in mind that there is life after marriage. You still have your goals, your ambition, your aspirations. They are still very valid. So the fact that you got married shouldn't make you throw those goals and those aspirations throw them away. No. Okay, you can still achieve all those things that you have in mind. If you want to forge ahead with your education, you can still do it. If you want to become whoever you want to become, it is still very possible. Okay, some people feel like, once I get married now, I will not be able to do these things I want to do. I will not be able to achieve these things I want to achieve. No, it's a big fat lie. Don't believe them. When they tell you that, you don't believe them. Okay, you only need to marry a partner that has your goals and aspiration in mind and is in support. Okay, so there is life after marriage. There is still your dreams, your goals, your aspiration. They are still very valid. All right, so it's still very achievable. Don't let the society pressure you into marriage. If you feel this partner you are into a relationship with right now is not in support of your dreams and aspiration, and you know that you actually want to do this thing, you know these things will make you feel fulfilled, I feel like you should give that relationship a break. The next thing that is very important for you to know is to know the person you are getting married to. Even if I said earlier that you can't know everything, at least you should have like 80% of what your partner is capable of. You should know that this is, if they tell you your partner did this, you can stand your ground and say, no, it is a lie. He didn't do it. Now, this is where using your wisdom comes into play. Okay, you can know everything about someone, but you know the cogent things. You know the things that are very important about them. You know their personality. You know things that if they tell you this person stole fish, this person stole money inside the garage, you can beat your chest and say, no, it is not this person you are talking about. Okay, even if we know that human beings are not 100% reliable, At least to some extent, you trust them to some extent, you know them to some extent. So you should know the person you are doing marriage with. In line with knowing who you're marrying, ask the right questions. Know your partner's beliefs, his or her aspirations, what he or she wants to achieve, his or her goals. Ask the right questions. Okay, there are some people that are just deceived with the materialistic things they are saying. He has a Porsche somewhere, he has Ferrari, he has a Land Cruiser somewhere, so he has this company here. You don't even know what the business your partner is doing, but the fact that he flaunts, he showers you with gifts and all that, you are blinded by it, and then you're not interested in knowing who this person is in particular. It is wrong. Know what their plans are for the future, know what their goals are, know the people they are accountable to, know his family, know the friends. Ask questions that is going to actually put value or add value into that relationship. Okay? The next thing I want you to keep in mind before going into marriage is, do not lose touch with your biological family. Do not lose touch with your friends, the friends you grew up with. Trust me, you will need them at some point. Trust me, it is going to be very, very necessary for you to keep in touch with them. Okay, don't say because I don't marry, I don't have any business with them anymore. I am now a married woman. I don't need to mingle with my other friends anymore. I don't need to mingle with my single friends anymore. So God forbid we don't pray for anything bad to happen. This your biological family are still the people you are falling back to. So when you push them away because all in the name of marriage, all in the name of saying you marry big man, you now don't want to have anything to do with your family, or you don't want to have anything to do with your friends, or you are ashamed of them, it is wrong. You still need to keep in touch with your friends, those friends that were with you before you even decided to be a married woman. Don't say, no, I'm not in another league now. I'm no longer single. I'm now in the married people league. We know. We know you are now married, but trust me, you will still need them. You will still need them. So don't push them away, okay? Try to find balance. The next thing I want you to keep in mind is that you should know your marriage won't be perfect. Yeah. You see those marriage counselors, those our mamas and our papas in the Lord, these people that we respect, our spiritual fathers and mothers, their marriage is not perfect. So who are you to have a perfect marriage? The fact that you are marrying an imperfect person makes the marriage already imperfect. Even you yourself, you are not perfect. So even those that are already 40 years, 50 years into marriage still have some sort of difficulties at some point. Okay, just that they've already known how to compromise things. They've already known how to tolerate something aspects of their partner. They've already known how to navigate this marriage thing that they are into, that makes it look easy, that makes it look like there is no issue in their marriage. Trust me, there is issue. At some point, the love of your life is going to step on your toes. At some point, it's going to disagree with some things. At some point, you guys are not going to be in good terms. Okay? It is not left for you to know how to settle these differences. It is not left for you to know what you're going to compromise in this marriage. Trust me, there is no such thing as I am a very principled person when it comes to marriage. At some point, you need to loosen up. At some point, you need to compromise some of those your beliefs, some of those your principles, some of those things that at some point you need to compromise, just so that marriage works. Okay, so no marriage is perfect. Let there be a standard rule for when there are issues. Take for instance, in my marriage, once there is an issue, we don't go to bed without resolving them. You should have a standard rules for how to settle things, how to settle matter. Like, we are not going to sleep without resolving this issue. If there is an issue, we need to talk it out. We need to use our words. We need to explain, say that thing that is actually wrong, that you don't like. Let your partner know. Okay? And then apologize and keep it moving. Okay? Marriage does not need to be that difficult. If you understand yourself, you are going to have a very blissful one. The next thing I need to keep in mind is that you need to keep it private. Yes, it's not every little thing you're already calling your husband brother, you're already calling your husband friends to report him, you're already calling your husband mother, or you're already calling your wife's friend, you're already calling your wife's sister to report. No. Sometimes there are some things that both of you need to sit down and talk about and resolve. It's not every time you bring in third party. Most times it does not end well. They end well. I've never heard where it ended well. Okay. Even if it is working at some point, that person you're always calling will end up putting some sort of ideas into your partner's head. So learn to resolve issues on your own. Keep it private. Let it be between the both of you. There is an exception though. If domestic violence is involved, don't dare keep to yourself. Don't try it. Do not try it. Once domestic violence steps into it, look for somebody to talk to. Start creating your escape plan. Okay? So, because I said you should talk things out, you shouldn't involve a third party, does not mean when the guy is using your face as a punching bag, you will not decide to keep quiet. No, that is not included. Alright? So, but there are some issues that it is very, very resolvable between the both of you that you should resolve between both of you. So you don't need to call anybody into it. Or once it is life-threatening, run. The last thing I want us to bear in mind in order to have a blissful marriage, or things I wish I was told before I even settling down, is that communication is key. When I was living with my parents, we hardly communicate with our parents, okay? They don't even have that time. They don't even have that. They don't send you, okay? So that made it very difficult for me to communicate my needs, my needs, or whatever it is I'm going through with my parents. Okay, I carried this mentality into marriage. All right. So sometimes when in my marriage, I tend to keep things to myself a lot. I just felt like if I keep telling this person these things, they feel like they feel like I'm a burden, and I hate that feeling. Okay, so not until we had an issue and I kept it to myself as usual, but it was weighing me down. He noticed and called me. And then I let out the whole thing, and it felt like something was lifted out of me. Okay, it felt like they lifted something out of me. So communication is key in marriage. Communication is very, very important. Learn to communicate with your partner. That is the only way they will know what you have in mind. Okay, there no be wish wey dem go tell no say you are angry or you don't like what they did, or if there is something bugging you, sit the person down and talk. The next thing I want you to know before going into marriage is that at some point, see finish go enter. See finish we enter. Okay, the old lovey-dovey, you're the queen, you're the hollow apple of my eye, at some point is not going to keep coming. Okay, I know there are some men that don't back down, but there are some men that once they get what they want, they keep it moving. So see finish we enter. The way you guys go on dates, the way you guys behave, the way you guys, it might not keep happening. Okay, especially when kids start coming in. It's going to throw the marriage off balance. It's going to change the dynamics of things. So don't be surprised when you don't get those things you used to get during marriage. You just need to create the opportunities for those things to keep happening. Like if your partner did not remember to take you on a date, let him know. Like, why don't you go on a date tomorrow? Why don't you just hang out tomorrow? You can make room for such things, because sometimes when you get married, a lot of other things occupies their mind, and you need to understand that. So the fact that see finish enter does not mean that they don't love you anymore. No, they do, but some things are of more priority now than then. Okay, so you need to understand these things. All right, so these are the things that I feel you should know before going into marriage. Marriage is a school where you learn, you keep learning until God knows when. Okay, if you have watched this video up until this moment, I am super grateful. I am happy you're here. I want to know your thoughts in the comment section. I love interacting with you guys. So please drop your thoughts in the comment section. For my new subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you very much for considering joining this family. And for those that are my OG, you guys rock my world. Trust me, you guys are the reason why I pull this chair and sit to talk. Thank you very much for always being there. If you are not subscribed and you dabble into this video, please subscribe. Consider joining this amazing family. I promise you, are not going to regret it. Okay, give this video a massive thumbs up, and I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye bye.